Hello and welcome everyone to Dr. Stewart's online class. If you're listening to this, you're either taking me for Speech 1318 interpersonal online or Speech 1311, which is the Introduction to Speech Communication, Intro to Speech Comm online. In going over this short video, I'm going to try to keep it around 10 minutes or more or less. I'm just going to hit on some of the major parts of the syllabus as it relates to this class that are applicable to both the interpersonal and the intro class. I won't go over the assignments, the individual assignments for each class because they are different, but when the time comes, I will communicate specifically to you how that assignment works and what it is I am looking for. And we're only in day 2, and I'm already getting questions about the first upcoming assignment for both classes. So trust me, I'm going to give you that information and communicate to you as quickly and as accurately as I can. First things first, the best way to get a hold of me is through email in D2L. If for some reason you want to meet personally, meaning you want to just talk to me in real time, I can set up a Zoom or a D2L WebEx or a D2L chat for us to do. All you have to do is just reach out to me with a day and time that's best for you. My schedule is pretty wide open. I do have various meetings throughout the week that I have to do, but other than that, I can work around your schedule so that you can meet with me if that's something that you need to do. If you call my office number, keep in mind, I don't know if y'all know this, I haven't been to my office since March the 4th, 5th, something around there. And I will never be, I won't be at my office the rest of the year. That's just reality. So if you call the office phone, you're not going to get me. So that's why I'm saying if you need to talk to me, it's just better for me to set up a WebEx or a Zoom. I do have Instagram and Twitter. Haven't posted much on there lately because we haven't been on campus. Usually I post stuff on there of things that we're doing around campus. But you can go ahead and peruse those if you'd like. That's totally fine. Something that I want both classes to understand is you decided to take an online course. I had a student email, I can't if it was this morning or yesterday, asking if we're going to have to meet certain times via Zoom or WebEx, and the answer to that is no. This is a online only class. We're not offering those types of classes until the fall, and that's where you'll meet. We call it online synchronous, meaning you would meet either one day or 2 days throughout the week for a certain period of time, and your webcam has to be on so that the professor can see you while you're teaching. That is not this class. This is a straight online class. So do not think you have to be online or on Zoom or on WebEx from every Monday and Wednesday from 9:30 to 10:50. No, that's not how this works. But that does mean you still need to have a heavy online presence. So that means checking your email, because I communicate email the most, checking your D2L email as much as possible, logging in. This is a summer course, so it's a fast-paced course, so you need to log in pretty much every day. And if you can't log in every day, at least know what your due dates are so that you can log in to get your assignments completed. If there is some sort of emergency, please let me know. I'm pretty good at working. I don't know what you've heard about me on Rate My Professor or what have you, but I'm pretty good about working around students' work issues, especially those of you who are deemed essential employers here in COVID. It is expected that you're going to be active and participatory on the discussion boards. If you ask why we do discussion boards, my response is discussion boards take the place of class participation. So if you were to take me in a face-to-face class, if we were to have face-to-face classes, you would see how active I am when it comes to participation. I've had students take me both online and face-to-face, and they love me for both, but they said face-to-face probably helps them the most just because of how interactive I'm able to be. But I am pretty interactive when it comes to online classes, by posting videos, things of that nature. You have 2 assignments that are due by Thursday. That is the syllabus quiz and your course introduction. If you do not take the syllabus quiz by 11:59 p.m. on a Thursday, you will be automatically dropped from the class, no questions asked. I had a student 2 years ago who completed probably 6 or 7 chapters in Connect. She completed 2 exams, but she never took the syllabus quiz. And yeah, I had to drop her. She was not too happy about that. But when I asked her why she didn't take the syllabus quiz, she had no response. So be sure you're taking the syllabus quiz. That lets me know that you have read the agreement about this class. And Thursday is the official class day for Lone Star College. So I have to know that every student has actually logged in and completed an assignment. If not, the college says I am allowed to withdraw you from the course without any penalty. Because this is an online class, there really aren't any office hours or emails. I check email pretty frequently, especially during the summer, but I do want you to be aware. I check email when I get up in the morning while I'm having my coffee. I check it probably once in the afternoon, around sometime in the afternoon between 11 and 2. And then I check it one more time between 4 and 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., I don't check email again until the next morning. So if you are, let's say we have a due date coming up and you're struggling or something along those lines, sending me an email at 11:50 p.m. before the 11:59 p.m. deadline does you no good because I'm not checking email at 11:50 p.m. You kind of have to be realistic about that. So do keep in mind, and as some of you have already told me I'm pretty quick on your answers. You'll see I'm pretty quick in responding as long as you send me an email within the appropriate time frame. So, but I do check email pretty frequently. For some classes in both the intro and the interpersonal, I'll put out quick hit videos of me going over certain concepts, certain theories that I think need to be discussed more. It is not required that you check those quick hit videos. However, it is possible that information that I say in those videos could show up on the final exam. I'm not going to track who's watching and who's not, but I have forewarned you that it is possible that any information in those videos is fair game to be put on the final exam. Every assignment is due by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. I realize this is the summer. I realize people are starting to travel again. So if you and your family decide to go to Hawaii just randomly and we have an assignment due date, keep in mind the assignment's not due 11:59 p.m. Hawaii time. It's due 11:59 p.m. Texas time. So just be aware of that. You've signed up for an online class. It's expected that you have access to email and D2L. If you ever have any issues with D2L, you need to contact OTS first. Same with Connect. If you have any issues with Connect, remember, I don't work for Connect. I work for Lone Star College. So you need to contact Connect first. Now, it's okay to email me, say, Dr. Stewart or Professor Sean, whatever. I'm having this issue. I'm trying to contact Connect because what Connect's going to do is give you a reference number, and then you send that reference number to me, and then I'll check it out. If there's some sort of issue, this is a communications course, so I expect you to communicate with me. You and you might not like my answer, but we'll figure it out. If for some reason we can't figure it out, then you follow the chain of command. You go to our department chair, which is Dave Gare, and our Dean of Behavioral and Social Sciences, Dr. Brandy Bird. So the biggest issue, the biggest confusion that some students, it takes about a week or so for them to figure out is just the discussion boards. So if you look on the discussion boards, and the discussion boards are different for each class, but the way you complete them are the same. I have set up for each discussion board anywhere from 2 to 3 questions for you to answer. Your job is to respond to those questions, and most of them are just personal experiences. You answer those questions, and your answers total for all 2 or all 3 questions must total 500 words. Just a word of note here, I would not use Grammarly to do this. Grammarly is notorious for undercounting your words. I would use a Word document, write my reply out there, and then go in and copy and paste. Some students say, how come I can't see other students' responses before I type mine? And my response is because you don't need to see that. You don't need to see another student's answer before you answer yours, because most of these questions, if not all of them, are based around your own personal experiences. So if you go to the course calendar, you'll see, let me scroll down. You'll see what's called a first post due date. So the first post due date, which just FYI for both classes, is every Friday. That's the due date you have to post your initial answers to the questions I'm asking you in the discussion boards. Then you have until the end date of the module, you see here, to answer or to reply to at least two of your classmates. 500 words all total for your answers. And you're going to think 500 words is a lot. Trust me, when you start typing and getting into depths of some of these stories that y'all have, 500 words is going to come just like that. It's going to be easy as cake. And then replying 150 words at least both for both responses to the posts of your classmates. If you do not meet the minimum of 500 words, it's -4. If you do not meet the first post due date, it's -3. And if you do not meet all reply criteria for your classmates, 2 replies, both of them 150 words each, it's -3. So -5 for not meeting the first post deadline, -4 for not meeting 500 words, -3 for not meeting the reply criteria. So the only way you really can get a 0 on the discussion boards is if you just don't do them. I will tell you this: if you don't do the discussion boards, will it hurt? Will it prevent you from making an A in the class? Probably. Yeah, that's the best way. Probably. But those are 15 points. If you don't want to mess around with that. Those are easy points. And why would you screw up easy points? Okay. And then we get into the assignments. Here are the assignments for interpersonal. And here are the assignments for intro. The course calendar is laid out for both classes. So here's the intro course calendar. And going to the interpersonal, here's the interpersonal course calendar. Now, I want both. If you're in either class, I want you to go to this part of the syllabus, the crap happens clause. Each one of you in both classes has 4 allotted crap happens days. Essentially, these are just 4 pass days. So let's say you are coming up on an assignment and you had to work late at HEB and you weren't able to get off in time to come home to do the assignment. All you have to do is email me, say, Professor, I would like to use X amount of crap happens days to get my assignment in. I will respond back to you, okay, your new due date is this day. Now, you only have 4 of these. My suggestion, and you do not have to follow this, I would not waste crap happens days on discussion boards or the quizzes, because those are weighted less compared to every other assignment. For both classes, the only thing you cannot use the crap happens days on is the final exam. And for the intro class, because you all have to do a group project, if enough people in the group, I will allow this, have enough crap happens days to extend the group project, you possibly could do that. We're going to have to play that by ear because it's going to depend on how much time is left in the course. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Every class has their own assignments. For intro, here are your assignments. For interpersonal, here are your assignments. Whoops, I don't want to do that. If you have any questions, keep in mind, I'm not just going to give you these assignments within the syllabus in terms of directions. I'm going to, as we get to each assignment, I will give you directions, and I will be if you can't tell, I'm very specific. I will be very, very specific in what you need to do in order to make it A. The only way you're not making an A in this class is if you just don't do the work. That's what I've come to figure out. Or if you do the work and it's just 1000% incorrect. If you have questions, do not hesitate to ask me. I'm always here to answer questions. I'm always here to clarify. Once again, welcome to the class. The last day to drop this class is June 23rd for a grade of W. And if you have any questions about dropping or withdrawing, all you have to do is just let me know. But I did want to put together this short, quick hit. It's about 4 minutes over than what I wanted it to be. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out.